We don't need a countdown here. Let's get this fucking thing rolling.
Shit, I thought I had a full 30 seconds to get ready.
No.
Fuck that
pussies need a
countdown.
full 30 seconds.
We don't need intros.
I needed my me time before we get started with this tonight.
This is the me time. This is the hour time, man.
Yeah, no shit right here.
What's going on, everybody? I am nobody else other than Bionic Bra. And of course, I am here with my co-hosts, Stanley Orchard. And I am here with Peter Orchard.
What's going on, everybody? Ready for a fun Thursday night?
I'm ready to get into some comics, man. I need my dose of comics today.
This is how I begin my fuck it off Friday.
Yeah, it turns into like a 3-day party. Starts on Thursday nights, then it leads into Friday nights, and then Saturday is going to be interesting. Saturday I'm going to a comic book convention.
There we go.
Of sorts. It's a high school comic book convention. It's a legit convention. They have guests and they have people. It's a free convention. But over at University High School here in Waco, they're doing a free comic book convention.
You didn't tell them you're not in high school, right?
Yeah, no, I'm not in high school. I don't even work there, but actually I went to the last year's and it was interesting. It was interesting. They basically turned all the hallways. It's a big school, and they turned the main hallways into like a big convention. You know, they have the authors and everything over there and artists. And last year I sat down and just started doing sketch cards because I knew a bunch of the kids from working at all the schools, and I'm like, oh yeah, here's a sketch card. Here's how we do it. That was a lot of fun. Just think I'm going to do that again on Saturday.
Were you selling them last time, or are you going to sell them this time?
No, I might sell some this time. Last time I just sat down. All I had was a pen. Was like one of my pens over here that I got, and I was just like, you know what? I'm gonna just sit down and draw. I was using their supplies, so I wasn't gonna use all their stuff and then sell them. I was just showing everybody how to draw.
I've been art shows where people do that. So I even if you did, I wholeheartedly support you.
I just walk up to somebody's table, take all their shit, and start drawing, and be like, "Hey, $50.
That's really nice paper. Can I borrow some of that? Like that, I want to draw on that. That looks really nice."
Let's see who we got going up in the chat here. Of course, we got with us Peter Orchard Studios.
What's going on?
And then we got Will Studios. What's going on,
Will?
Hey, what's up, Will?
Good evening, sir.
Always good to have him in the chat. He comes up once in a while.
Detonation tonight, dude. This is like get it all off your chest Thursday night.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, definitely.
And there's plenty to get off the chest today. But before we do that, as always on this channel, we have an unboxing.
Yeah, let's do it. We need a good
That's
unboxing.
Exactly how I wanted to start my evening.
Yeah. So we're gonna get right into this puppy. So let's see who this is from. This is from Kyler Anderson. I'm not familiar with the name, but
I think he plays for the San Antonio Spurs.
That's definitely out of my wheelhouse.
The joke on that being that there's a player on the Spurs named Kyle Anderson.
I got that much when you named a fucking team. I'm not that dense.
How do you not know the Spurs? They're the greatest team in the history of sports.
I think you're stretching right there a little bit.
No, I'm not stretching. You want to talk stretching and talk Victor Wembanyama. That dude's like 7'5" with like a 18-foot wingspan.
So when are the Spurs going to start being like watchable again?
No. That started like 6 months ago, Peter. You're on the outside of it now. They're like they're going to the championship game this year.
I heard that last year, and then I sat down and watched it.
No. This is a different year.
Oh. There's a lot in this package. Hang on 1 second.
Ooh. I gotta say, if it gets any worse, I'm gonna have to start watching baseball.
Okay, so the sticker gives away what it is. We're looking at door kickers.
Hell yeah, that's a badass sticker.
I like they got a sticker. I'd put that on my fridge.
It's been a while since I've seen door kickers around, dude. This one's like a couple years late, but sweet bookmark. That fucker's huge.
Oh yeah. Oh, wow, that is a good one. And that's a good like material or whatever. Good stock.
Glossy as fuck.
I got some bookmarks. Even what I just got one I found.
That's an underrated
like
thing to give away. A bookmark. Come on, they're easy.
Oh,
that looks nice, and you always want to keep your space.
Bookmarks and magnets. Bookmarks and magnets are my
go-to.
Magnets.
A magnet that you can stick on somebody else's car.
I like stickers too, but magnets. I think magnets and stickers are my favorites.
This is the poster.
Oh, hell yeah.
That's a pretty wide
nice
poster.
What is that, 11 by 17? Or is that
I like that art?
A little
I don't
bit
think that's 11
one.
by 17. That's like that
size under legal or whatever letter.
8 by, well, it's not even 8 by 10. What the fuck is that?
Is that like letter size?
I guess. But there's a lot of blank space right over here. You could have put like the door kickers.
That looks like it was intended to be a cover.
Right? Yeah. Like this is supposed to be folded the other way for the book.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh, it could be like a book cover.
Oh, I got
book covers are another thing that's
all right. So
art.
This came with 2 books. I was not aware of that. So I've got Door Kickers Bad Medicine, which is I guess is issue 2, and then I've got Door Kickers Panzer Demon.
I remember talking about Panzer Demon at one point.
So I got remember 2 books.
This.
So what's the synopsis? Because I'm obviously feeling the military vibe here, but I don't know the first thing about this. This is conversations happened before me. So what's
I backed this like years ago, man. Like when I first joined the indie circuit, and one of the first ones I backed was Door Kickers, and so I looked at it. I thought the art was awesome and everything. But it has been so long, I forgot what any of it is supposed to be about. So this is going to be kind of a journey for me because I don't know what I'm in for.
That's always a plus.
Yeah.
It was like enough for you to back it, and then when you like open it up and start reading it, you get that vibe again. You're like, oh yeah, that's what it was about. Hell yeah.
There was a lot of turmoil around getting this book created, and I don't know the ins and outs of it, but it took years. That's all I know. It took years. And so I'm happy to see that it actually finally came to fruition. I mean, 2 books, they're pretty good, thick size.
Oh, those are pretty good.
Yeah, I like that.
Can't go wrong with that.
That's not like
we got somebody else in the chat here.
I think that's a solid 1/3 of an inch.
Yeah, Zach Bentley. What's going on, Zach?
What's going on, Zach?
Good to have you. So this has been a week of fulfillments these past few weeks. We got Door Kickers. We got Star Circuit from Joe Catapano.
Yeah. Have you read that one yet?
Not yet. How is it? And then, of course, we got Outlaw Nights. So I've got a lot of reading to do for a Grody review down the line.
Man, I've been actually starting to look into some of the mainstream stuff again. Some of it's actually starting to look pretty interesting.
Good.
And I've been hearing
on that wagon too.
We're finally getting back into a break even, like things are okay again.
It's not perfect, but then again, it hasn't been like amazing for like 20, 30 years. So I mean, this is a good direction, at least. At least it's not all shit. You know what I mean?
I mean, outside of, like known story arcs, no book, no one title has 152 issues worth of just great storytelling. There's ups and downs because you get different writers, you get different artists coming in to change it up. And so, if you enjoy the character of that title, like the titular character, you're just in for the ride. But if it comes down to like an actual story arc that takes place that just is like a 1 in a million, Infinite Crisis on Infinite Earths. But, there are those too. But I like sticking to the titles and seeing where it takes me and seeing what the longevity of it has in store for me.
Something I can say about that. Like if I've got some ideas floating around, like some stories that I want to write. I've got the whole thing, So I am one of those believers in like a firm storyline. I loved Walking Dead until there was like no ending. And when there was no ending, there was no storyline. You can't just have this continued life of characters that aren't even characters from the original episode anymore. The original the beginning of the whole series isn't even present anymore. So where the hell is this story going? I don't believe in that. Like, I think there's a story has to have a solid beginning, middle, and an end. I appreciate when somebody is able to actually tack on like episodes 5, 6, and 7, or whatever, 4, 5, and 6, and and it's creative and well done. I'm like, okay, like I get this. There's a full 1 through 6 story arc. Like, okay, I'm good with that. But imagine as a writer, if you have, like, I've got probably 3 ideas in my head. Peter's got about 50, and I love every one of his, and I want to be a part of every one of the projects that Peter does. Like, I love, like, just being like a fly on the wall of his stories. But imagine if, like, you've got one of those stories. Like, imagine if I'm like putting one of those out, and one of them hits. Like, one of them is just like Harry Potter style, like going off of the rails. I'm a firm believer, and there has to be an end to that story. But what if that means for me, that is the end of my tenure? That's the end of my career as a writer. Like, my other stuff is not ever going to be as good as like that first thing. Do you just suck it up and go Walking Dead and just take that IP until it is just done? Or do you move on and you're just like, you know what, I did a thing and I'm going to stick to my guns on this. Like, the story needs to be told. The story's been told. Now I'm moving to a different story.
Well, he got Walking Dead going. I'm not sure if he wrote every story of The Walking Dead, but once that franchise was a hit, I mean, he also had Invincible, so he did keep writing. And because one of his stories got popular, all of his stuff got popular. Yeah. And that's just 2 of them. There's more than that. But and when it comes to what's going on in the shelves of comic book stores nowadays, I like what your boy Zach was saying today. I think he posted a video, and he was saying, you know what, we're actually in a good direction. People are saying, oh, there's only, out of everything that's coming out this week, there's like 3 books that are good. And it's like, well, that's actually, it's interesting because that's 3 books that are in within your niche. All right. And so not only do you have a niche that has a good book, but you've got a niche that actually has 3 good books in a week. That's pretty good. Like any release. I don't even know how the releases are every week, right? Or is it every 2 weeks?
I think there's a release every 2 weeks. I'm not sure if it's weekly. I think you're going to start sacrificing story if you're doing weekly.
Well, or that's even one company, but this is just everything on the shelves, not just Marvel or DC. This is like everything. So it's like a weekly. Right. I don't know when that gets distributed. I might get it distributed all at once, but anyways, there are more books coming out that are good, and that's a hopeful sign that we're heading in the right direction. I'm seeing people reading comic books again, which I actually haven't seen that. I've heard people cosplaying and I've heard people talk about comics, but out in the wild, seeing people actually reading a comic book, I haven't seen that in like over a decade.
It's like spotting a unicorn. It's very rare nowadays.
Yeah, we got at the gas station in Skidmore, they have a comic book stand.
Really?
And they've got the rack of like exactly right. Since like the 90s, I see that.
Wait. Which gas station? Is that the one?
The old Mr. Q's. It's the old Mr. Q's.
That's what I thought.
Mr. B's or whatever.
Oh, in Skidmore.
In Skidmore, yeah.
Oh, that is kind of a mom and pop shop if they want a comic book.
It is. And to be completely fair, and it's kind of laughable, you got to know your place in life, I guess, or whatever, but that comic book rack that they have with like all new comic books that are coming out is right there next to the Trump rack with all of the Trump candy bars and all of the Trumps. And, all right, that's cool. But then it's also right next to a rack of knives that you can buy and the cigar rack.
And the wallet.
And the wallets, the hats of like all the soccer teams.
Yeah, like, the construction worker jerseys are just beyond
exactly. So that's what level they're at. But they exist. That's the important
that is pretty cool. Like magazine racks are barely even you barely see those anymore either.
Exactly.
Well, let's see what's going on these racks today, man. What's coming out for
this one right here. First of all, we got to talk about this. The Punisher.
This is Punisher number 1. So it's a brand new story taking place.
And look at his outfit. He's got guns. That is not the Punisher from 5 years ago when they got rid of the skull and they gave him that weird Japanese demon-looking thing. Yeah, and they had to give him swords. I
thought it was
they
more
heard
like a
us.
pirate.
Yeah, like they heard. People complained, they listened, and now look what we got.
I've always liked the idea of Punisher, just somebody that's out ready to take, measures into his own hands and actually deal out.
We can all relate to that character.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah, you got to have a character that's just guns a-blazing. I used to like reading the Nam. I love G.I. Joe. I like the old G.I. Joe stuff. I haven't read the new
one. Shot first.
I'm not a fan of the new artwork for the G.I. Joes. But or maybe it's just the covers that I'm thinking of. The cover was pretty bad. Maybe the interiors are better, but man, you got to have a cover that sells, that makes me want to look at the inside. The cover is worse than the interiors. Now this is interesting.
Yeah, this looks awesome. Of course, it's the Spider-Man Venom and then Death Spiral. So you see Death Spiral behind Spider-Man, but then you got Carnage and Venom below him. So
yeah, and it looks like a comic book. This isn't like some painterly style. It's not some cartoon. Like down the list here in a minute, we'll see something that I'm kind of
I like how his face isn't just like an upside down egg. Like they actually put an arch to his chin, like he's given some kind of like mean look under his mask.
I appreciate that.
They did a good job with the coloring. The red, yellow, blue. I'm not a fan of red, yellow, blue as a color scheme, but you know what? It's real comic book like aesthetic. If you could pull it off, which they did, it looks.
I kind of like the red, yellow, blue. Honestly, not overdone, but I like the premise of like the basic primary color scheme with wider black, emphasis.
Hey, what's up, Tank Ferret? You just got in the chat.
Damn, Tank, what's going on?
Thanks for the like and the share. I'm gonna go ahead and
seen you in a hot minute, brother. What's been going on?
Best Eds.
It's always a good time when Tank arrives. Let's see. Yeah. So this is also an issue 1, Spider-Man, Venom, Death Spiral. This is one that I would actually pick up and put in my long box.
Yeah, this one I'd have to look at the inside and kind of see. I don't know anything about that Spiral guy.
Which is what makes it interesting because you got 2 characters that you already know about. So who's the newcomer?
I've seen his image before. And he's actually on the cover of a couple of the issues that's out this week.
I don't know if they're doing this on purpose, and it's obviously really hidden back there. I don't know if maybe I'm just picking up on something that doesn't exist. I do like the triumvirate of antagonists that are red, white, and blue.
Right.
Oh, that's interesting. Yeah, you've got the bad guy, and I like the weird little, I don't know, the design aspect. I'm usually not a big fan of like cropping a character off at the neck or whatever, and then having stuff around it. But it kind of works. Yeah, for this cover.
Okay.
I wish Spider-Man was a little bigger, maybe a little bit higher on the cover. That's about it. I like the.
Well, I think that has to do with how like intimidating the newcomer's supposed to be. Like, if you make your titular character small and somebody's above him, that means he's supposed to be a bigger threat than what he's used to, right?
Well said. Yep.
Or I wish that these, like the background, I wish Venom and Carnage tied into some aspect of that character. Like it could be one image, but if you look, there's Carnage and Venom, and they're making his his pectoral muscles or some shit.
Mm.
And I'm kind of, and to your point, Peter, about them cutting off on the neckline. I understand it, and I'm not like I'm being real nitpicky on this, but I'm not entirely fond. Something that stands out to me is Carnage and Venom being smaller and in that L3 area.
Yeah,
that lower third.
I mean, that is kind of like to what Jake is saying. Maybe he's worse. I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't know anything about
it. It's called Spider-Man Venom, so I get the feeling that Venom's going to have like a little bit of a hero arc here, but.
Well, Venom's been more of an anti-hero lately anyway. like they're trying to make him like a good. I mean, look at the films that they just created. They made him a buddy cop, story.
I used to love Lethal Protector and Maximum Carnage or whatever the one was where Venom.
Maximum Carnage,
right?
Yeah.
There's Carnage Unleashed. That's one of my favorite Venom series when Carnage gets out and Venom has to go hunt him down. It was a 4-issue series. It was one of my favorites. I love the artwork. I love the story. It was a lot of fun to read. The covers were fucking awesome. That's when I think of Venom, that's what I think of is that Venom. Okay. There's a lot of different depictions of Venom, but in the movie, I don't know if they nailed it, but they did all right.
I don't want to say that movie was a fail. It was not, but man, there are some fundamental flaws with the Venom movies.
I'll tell you what, it beat the shit out of Spider-Man 3 Venom. That Venom was atrocious. What the hell was that? I didn't even mind Dark Suit Peter Parker. I thought that was pretty good. But
well, in the words of Supergirl, it's not a very high bar that you gotta pass.
That movie should have been a 2-part movie.
Oh,
Venom's 100%. A big enough character. He's not. I don't like it when they're like when in any of these storylines when they have a penultimate villain and they introduce him just to wipe him off at the end of like a movie, at the end of like a single story arc. Like Venom was worth 2 movies. He was a good damn
that's
character.
What his plan was. I heard somewhere that Raimi was wanting to do Carnage, Venom, 2 separate movies, like a tie-in, like a 2-parter, or something along those lines. And maybe even
Sam Raimi knows his shit.
But they wouldn't let him. The producers came in and ruined it, like they did the same thing with Star Wars. And I don't even know if that's 100% producers. It's a lot of fuck-ups.
I still got to break open my Ultimate Spider-Man book from the early 2000s. Like I've got the Omnibus back there on my shelf. I got to crack that open if I'm going to jump into this. I mean, this is issue 1. This is a great launching pad to join Spider-Man, and it's coming out It came out this week, yesterday, so this is one to jump on. Dude, I mean, we got Zombie up in the chat.
Hey, Zombie, what's going on, man?
Everybody's coming in today. I'm excited.
Yeah, dude.
We got Happy
party in here. Everybody hit that like button and share it with your friends. Tell everybody. If you, like Tim Pool says, if you shared it with everyone you know, we'd be an instant success overnight.
We'd be making so much money, and we would be.
If every one of you gave us $100,000, we'd be rich instantly.
Yeah.
I was at the comic books. Oh, go ahead.
Or we can make this the Cool Kid Club. This is where you show up. If you're not over at Tank's channel, you're over here with us. That's
there you
how
go.
Dude,
I like that. I like that.
We're gonna all do collaborations and get on each other's channels and annoy the piss
out
of each other. That's what
I actually need to have more people on over here. That's one of the things that I have dropped the ball on. And Tank would be an excellent guest, as would Zombie and Will.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, man, we got to do more of that. We know what, we got to talk to you guys after the show or tomorrow, like in DMs or something. We got to figure something out.
Have your people call our people.
Yeah.
Next one's called Brutal Dark, The Peril of the Brutal Dark. I have not heard of this.
I have never heard of that.
This is from DC's. This is from DC's Vertigo line. So this is an issue 1 also. Jacob Phil, I don't even know what this one's about.
Does it say
Brutal Dark?
The cover's cool. That's like that reminds me of something from the 90s. I can't put my finger
I have to
on
say I really like that title. Like the layout, the graphic design of how that title is.
Oh yeah. I like how that T goes down into the K. To the negative, the dark. I like that. That is a good design for a logo.
And they have the white square on the right where they've got the names.
Yeah.
Or the I can't read it from here because it's tiny on me. But
so here's a synopsis for The Peril of the Brutal Dark. It's a new noir fantasy comic series by Chris Condon and Jacob Phillips at DC Vertigo. The story follows private investigator Ezra Kane, who is on a quest to solve a case involving a missing artifact from the Museum of Natural History. The artifact is an ancient anvil said to hold the power of the Greek god Hephaestus. My bad. Which could potentially bend nations to the will of those who harness its power. The series is set in 1941 New York. Ooh, yeah, we're going back to the 40s. And features a shadowy sect called the Brutal Dark, who are wielding resources that defy human logic. Ezra Kane is the only one who stands between them and their plot to overthrow America. The series is a 6-issue run, with the first issue releasing yesterday.
And I'm looking at a page on the okay, here I'm sharing my screen. I've got a page pulled up from, I guess, this issue.
Okay.
And I'm digging this art. I wish it was a little bit more like sepia, but it's kind of got like an artistic. It's not just brown and the shades of brown. It's got blue in there and stuff too to kind of add to the. What is this? Am I on the right?
It's kind of mixing up like noir and high fantasy, I guess.
I like that.
I don't even know if is it high. It's like Indiana Jones meets noir. Noir meets Indiana Jones is what I'm getting. Which that sounds badass. Hey,
that ain't too bad.
Hey, please. Hey. And now
what's the idea?
Yeah, he is here. I promise you.
I do love me some noir stories because I love those old hard-boiled comics and those hard-boiled books.
Oh,
man.
Fuck yeah, dude! I love old. There's something to be
Dick
said.
Tracy style.
You know what? Here, make me big. Speaking of like old school comics, I love all the new comics and everything. But I was at the comic book store the other day and I saw this and was like, "Oh shit! I don't think I have that one." It's Marvel Comics presents Wolverine. I've got a ton of them. I'm only missing probably like a handful of them, right? Like 10, 20 of them is what I need. I might even actually have this one. I don't even know, but I love this cover. Old comics, man. They're the best. It's a quick story, but if you're not finding what you want on the shelf, the new this week, you can still go back and get all of these, decades of awesomeness, especially from the 80s and 90s. Plus, Marvel Comics Presents has the it's like two-sided, right? Like you've got Wolverine on one side and then you've got Ghost Rider, Werewolf in this issue. So half the comic is Wolverine. There's a couple other stories on the inside. And I love Sam Keith, dude. Sam Keith, Ghost Rider, Sam Keith, of course the Max. I like his Wolverine, but I really love his Venom. Anyways, I'm always picking up old stuff too. And when we got a comic book like this noir comic book going back to the old style, I hope the dialogue is. You can't beat detective dialogue, dude. It was a cold day.
No, not at all.
Filthy fucking street. It's that Sin City dialogue, man.
100%.
Love that stuff.
Yeah, I'm actually interested in this one, and of course, it's an issue 1. So a lot of issue 1s are dropping in February. So
I wish they had done that that old page look, it makes the page look like it's aged.
Yeah. You know what? Yes, nice. But at the same time, like they're going to print this out and they're going to let the paper be the paper. Like that just kind of to me comes down to like they better choose the right paper.
Can you imagine in the future CGC is going to be like, this is a 9.6 yellow pages because all the pages were printed yellow at this time. Because everyone's doing that old school like stained shitty looking paper, but it's like printed.
So there should be okay. So there should be some coffee stains and stuff on that paper.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh, that'd be kind of cool, like a coffee ring on the edge of the
cigarette butts and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
So we've seen Punisher, we've seen Spider-Man, Venom for Death Spiral. This is Brutal Dark that we just looked at, and now we're on to Predator Bloodshed.
Fuck yeah. I'm impressed with what they're doing. I love Predator's great because they do those little mini runs, right? Everything, it's not an ongoing series, a lot of mini stories. Right. Wolverine versus Predator was pretty fucking brutal. I loved it. I mean, I didn't love it. Like it's not Weapon X, but it's a good story. It's a lot of fun to read. What would be hilarious?
He was responding to something that you said prior to the Predator.
No, what did I say?
You said something hilarious.
No, nice. All right, I'll take it.
See, I'm one of those ones that thinks that they're starting to muddle up the Predator title with too much going on. Like, you just had like 5 Predator films come out, and now you have a series coming out. Now you have this. I don't know.
Well, the series is always come up.
But
now hold on a minute. Predator's always got a run going on. They just did Wolverine. They just did Wolverine Predator. I mean, they did a Batman Predator. I'm pretty sure they did a Batman Predator. They've done like, I'm pretty sure they did like Spawn Predator. If they haven't, they need to. like Predator's he makes the round. Some of them are good, some are pretty bad. But
Stained with T, I got a lot of respect for that. That's an artistic way of doing it.
Oh yeah. That's not bad. Yeah, 9.8 yellow pages. But I like that they're doing a Predator, single. It's not Predator versus, Spider-Man or Predator versus Thanos. It's Predator.
Right.
Here's a fun Predator adventure story.
Yeah, maybe that's what it is. I wanted that to go back to like its origins, back to basics. I don't need a bunch of Predator versus crap going on.
Dude, that 80s cover, the Predator issue #1, I want that comic so bad. It's like him standing on the building with his arms raised out and he's got the skeleton in his hand.
Yeah.
Like, that's badass. That and the Predator versus Alien or Alien versus Predator comics, that first little run they did, holy shit, that artwork and the story is pretty cool too. That artwork in the story is fucking awesome. Like, there's a scene where this kid's in his like house on some planet, and then the Predator shows up and just starts fucking slaughtering the family in front of this little kid. And so the kid hops on like their fucking moped or whatever and starts to get away. The Predator tries to kill him, but like even the dog got it in that scene. That comic was fucking awesome. They need to do comics like that again.
That's anytime they take it to the level where the dog gets smeared.
Yeah.
That's how you know that comic's real. Predator did it. Supergirl did it. That's how you know, like, dogs getting smeared.
Yep.
That's an epic comic.
Tank Ferret's got a good point here with these Predator productions.
Let's see. The problem with most Predator productions these days, well, to quote Bender, too much romance, not enough human killing.
Yeah, I agree. Now, I don't know if you guys have seen Predator Badlands. I'm a big Predator fan, right? I grew up absolutely in love with Predator and Predator 2. When I got Predators, the third one, I wasn't disappointed. I wish there was things I'd have done differently. It's not the same Predator kind of story. It's not a horror, sci-fi, but it was not bad. It was more of an action flick. It was fun. But then we got that Predator 4, and then the Alien versus Predator movies. Requiem wasn't so bad, but the first Alien Predator movie was horrible. Then we got that Predator 4 with the autistic kid. What the hell was that? And then we got Prey. Prey was a dispute over the property of the Predator because the owners, I think, eventually got the ownership back. The creators got the ownership back to Predator. I don't know how that panned out, but I'm pretty sure that's how Prey happened. That's why it wasn't a Predator movie, because Fox owned the rights, but the creators got back the ownership of the title or something. I guess they worked out a deal, because then we got Predator Badlands. Have y'all seen Badlands or Prey?
I have not.
I've seen Prey. I liked Prey, but can I just say, like, just for a second, like, Fox, what the fuck are you doing? Like, you have Disney. Like these IPs that you're owning. Yeah, Disney saved Fox apparently, because they had these IPs that they owned with these weird stipulations that basically just allowed the other people to own it, so long as they didn't use the name. Because this is not the first time we've seen that.
Hold on. There was not necessarily that. That was their runaround. Because there was a dispute over the characters, Disney said, fuck you. We have the character. We own, like, the Predator, so we can make a movie with a Predator in it. And just say fuck you to the guy they made a Prey. It's my understanding. Now, I might be wrong about that, but
so Disney is the one that's...
Disney's the one that made Prey, and that's why I don't even know if it hit theaters. It was straight to streaming. COVID.
And it was well done too. Like, that wasn't bad.
Yeah, it was just them, but it was Disney trying to turn Predator in a direction. We're gonna have a female hero. Let's do the feminism thing, and so whether it was good or not, it put a bad taste in a lot of people's mouths, because we already got a little bit of that with Alien versus Predator. Right. And it's just like, we're done. Why can't we have Predator again? Give us Predator again, the original Predator.
Yeah.
And it's just more of this crap. They did it again with Badlands, but I will say this. I did enjoy Badlands. He is supposed to be a monster.
Predator, is that the one where he's carrying around the android on his back?
Yeah. And when it happens, that fucking android annoyed the shit out of me. But it also annoyed the shit out of the Predator, and his attitude. There's a couple of things. You would look at it and go, this guy's a fucking softie. Like, he's like as far as Predators go, he's kind of a softie. As hard ass as he is in the movie, he's kind of like a weak Predator. But then again, that is also the point of his character, is that he is a weak Predator trying to prove himself. Now, that's stupid in the sense that we're talking about Predators. Why can't we have a prime, fucking alpha Predator killing shit?
Wait,
we got to do It made for a good story, though. It did have a good story, and the twist was nice. I enjoyed the twist.
So is there like a Predator DE&I program that he had to enter?
Yeah, they were
like, yes, so what are your pronouns? We will allow you to go and slaughter on this planet.
The answer to that question would be answered in the first 5 minutes of that movie, and they did a good job with that.
Okay, I respect that.
I'll say that was good.
We're at the 35-minute mark. We're at the 35-minute mark, and for the guys that stuck around right now, got something cool for you coming from Print Keg. Let's check this out.
Awesome.
Over at printkeg.com now, you can get 50 posters
11 by 17.
$20.
11 by 17 prints.
Wow.
Yeah, you get 50 prints for $20.
Now it says $20 posters. That's not true. You're not paying $20 per poster.
No,
you're paying $20 for 50.
50.
11 by 17 prints posters.
And anybody who has a YouTube channel, anything that they want to do, that as somebody who has their thumb on the pulse of all the deals going on with Spring or Teespring and
Sticker Mule,
Spreadshirt, Sticker Mule, or what's the other one?
Vistaprint.
Whatever. Yeah, Vistaprint. You should be jumping on this, and you should be making posters of your YouTube channel with the QR code and slapping that all over everything.
Right.
That's
$20.
It says right here. It says right here, quantity and size: 50 11 by 17 posters, gloss paper for $20. All right.
You could literally. Oh wait, no, never mind.
Now check it out. You can update it a little bit.
Is it all 50 of one image, or can you have multiple images within?
No, it's just for one image. But check it out.
Because that would.
If you want to go higher, if you want to go on matte paper, it can do uncoated paper with a flat finish or a softer non-gloss look, or you can upgrade it for an extra $20. So $40, 50 posters for $40. You can do a gloss card, matte card with the satin gloss, or the ultra premium artist favorite matte card stock.
That's less than $1 a page. How much would you sell print for?
I would sell these for $25 a piece, man.
Hell yeah, man. At a show, signed print. If you got shows coming up, this is a perfect for merch booths. If you got a YouTube
that's less than the cost of getting 8x10s printed.
Yeah, if you got a channel, me and Stanley have a fun little thing. We got to stream. We got to do it again and then stream it. We used to work at I worked at a Walgreens. I was kind of half pseudo managing a Walgreens, and he was a manager of a gas station. And we used to fuck with each other's businesses. It was hilarious. We got to do it.
He would come in. He came in one day. He's like, I need you to do some poses for some photos. He took some pictures of me posing, and then he made advertisements to hang up of all the products in the store of me. This is the thing I use, and it was on the tampon aisle.
Yeah, it was
my idea
a card of your face going like this, and then. It said, "Oops, sorry." I'm we're all out of this thing, or something like that. And I'd put it underneath an item, so when that last item got picked up, there's a card of him going, "Sorry, we're all out of this item."
And my comeback on that was to take a little baggie and fill it with powdered sugar, and I wanted to have a label on there that said, "If lost, please return to Peter, manager of Walgreens." And I went and dropped that in the bathroom.
Yeah, see, that's just mean, man. I'm just doing harmless, pictures of tampons, and you were like, "Oh, like I know this is the worst
I thought
timing,
that was
but
clever. I thought that was
you're
so
like,
good.
I went.
The thing
He
is,
put the
nobody ever
photos of
turned
me
it
in my
in. They never
store.
returned it to you.
And then I went over to his Walgreens and busted up some windows. And it
Yeah,
was
right.
good old business rivals.
Yeah, I went and slashed his tires. Oh boy.
Good times.
So if you go over to printkeg.com right now, you can get 50 11 by 17 posters for $20, and that's just starting out. You can upgrade the paper and the card stock for a little bit extra, but make sure when you do it, you use the code NEW20, NEW20. Use NEW20 when you go to checkout on your first order. You get 20% off.
And then what you do is you put your YouTube channel like logo on it with a URL, a code that takes you to your channel, and then you Mod Podge the back of it and then slap it on a Walgreens or a stop sign
or a convenience store.
Yeah, you just go slap it on walls everywhere.
Yeah. And I'm not being paid to put this up here. I just wanted to share this. I use PrintKeg a lot when I make my posters for my campaigns. And this is some of the deals that I get when I make my posters. So check it out. Printkeg.com. NEW20 is the code. Hey. Go get your posters, man.
What's going on, WWE fandom? Just jumped in.
What is up, man? Good to see you, dude.
What's going on, WWE fandom?
All right, I know you're excited about this one. And not this one.
So everybody knows I'm a DC fan. This one is the new history of the DC universe, the Dakota Incident issue 1. And you got everybody on here, man. You got Batman, you got Wonder Woman, Superman, you got Lex, you got
why did they waste so much space with that? What they wasted so much space with a fucking orb. I'm telling you guys, orbs are the devil. And that's proof right there. Like a good
whatever
20% of this cover is a yellow.
Yeah, that's a full 1/9 of that page.
Did they put the logo in that orb or something? Like there's no use for it. It's just the orbs are getting.
It looks like a naked cover.
They're just taking over. The orbs are taking over everything.
You need to make that video, Peter.
Right, think fair. You know what? I've already been making it. This past years. Enough talking about it. You're seeing it happen in real time. I've heard this comic's pretty good.
Absolute Wonder Woman issue 17.
Yeah, it actually looks interesting. I might be reading this one.
Yeah. It's really dark and muddy. Like I can't really see much.
It's absolute.
That's the absolute universe, man. It's dark and gritty.
The absolute Batman, absolute Wonder Woman.
Yeah, but they could have some contrast and highlights in there to where I could actually see what's going on from a distance.
I'll say at least the cover is good art, good perspective. It's a good piece. I agree with you. I think that there needs to be some contrast between the characters in the background so you can actually see them a little better. But
yeah,
other than that,
I see what you mean.
This looks like a missed opportunity.
Yeah, this
Black
is a good
Panther
cover.
Intergalactic issue 3. That looks like he's going up against Juggernaut.
Yeah, that's a cool cover. I like this. I like the flow. I like the colors. Everything looking pretty good.
Will Studios asks, "What is the orb? Who fucking knows, dude?
Bro, we don't know what it is, but it's growing and it's taking over all our lives.
It is the penultimate bad guy.
Yeah, penultimate bad guy. Every bad guy uses an orb. It's in all these movies. Magneto makes orbs. The Phoenix makes an orb. It's in Star Wars.
Had an orb.
Westworld. The DC. What was that against Doomsday? They had to make a big giant orb out in the middle of the desert.
The Death Star was an orb.
Death Star's an orb. That's like pre-orb. Conspiracies, but you're right.
Also,
it's been there all along.
Okay, it was. That's a little dated and antiquated reference, but also Starkiller Base was an orb.
Starkiller Base. In that movie, Star Wars, what did they fight when they were trying to get the Millennium Falcon? They went on his whatever the hell that was, that big freighter ship, and what did he have trapped inside? This big, crazy raptor thing that's going to kill everybody. That's a fucking orb. It's an orb monster with tentacles rolling around like a clumsy, I don't know, clumsy.
You got Princess Leia laid up in bed, and they're going to inject her with some meds to make her tell the truth, and they send in the orb bot.
Orbs are just everywhere. It's a lazy villain. But it's everywhere.
I can only imagine that the orb has to do with some kind of thing where all things come together, because it's the new history of DC, right? Which means it could coincide with one of the convergences of the infinite universes, right? And this is like where it all becomes, the catalyst for what's to come next. I don't exactly know what's coming up for this one. I've only recently heard of it, but it's DC, and I'm a DC guy. That's one that I'm looking forward to. Black Panther Intergalactic. I'll take it or leave it. I've never read a Black Panther book.
I've read a little bit of the old ones. It's all right. The old ones are kind of cool. It's Kirby.
Kirby.
All right.
Oh, Jack Kirby.
Jack Kirby.
I'm still on the orb thing, and Kirby, like the Nintendo character, is a. Orb.
Oh yeah, Kirby's an orb too. You're right.
Yep.
And he eats everything. He consumes everything. Yeah. Dude, if I keep thinking about it, there's orbs everywhere. Don't get me started with Dragon Ball Z. They've got a fucking orb fetish that nobody can satiate.
Big Bang Attack.
Now, I don't like this. This looks like kind of like Marvel versus Capcom. I
do like the art on this one. This one looks awesome.
But there is one thing I don't like about this cover.
What is it?
It's the superimposing of drawings, okay? The images. Zoom in on Spider-Man's ass.
Yeah, could you go full screen on it and zoom in? Like, I want to get a good look at this.
I do like Omega Red's expression. That looks cool. I don't like Wolverine's fucking shoulder. What the hell is that?
I like the contrast on whoever that is in the top right. Is that the Blob?
There we go. That's Doc Ock. I think that's Doc Ock.
That would make sense.
Let's see. That looks like Thor back there, but I could be wrong.
Oh yeah,
we got She-Hulk. Of course, we got Spider-Man and Wolverine.
Look at his shoulders, though.
Psylocke?
This
is awesome artwork. I love this.
I kind of like it
shoulders,
too.
Though.
I see what you're saying with that.
It's his pose. This looks cool, except for his shoulders and his biceps look ridiculous. But Spider-Man looks good from this angle. But when you start looking at how he's standing like, oh boy, let's go. And then look at that ass. His ass is literally in Wolverine's ass.
Yeah, he's spreading cheeks for that pose.
Dude, they have got a butt plug connecting them together.
They're trying to give Spider-Man that Nightwing ass. That's what they're trying to do.
Yeah, that's a bulbous butt. And the way he's standing there is like ridiculous. That you cut it, you go up above that, it looks pretty good. But damn, dude, when you start going down, that's just lazy superimposing. Wolverine, I think, technically should have been in front if that's the case, because Spider-Man.
Well, his name was first in the title.
Okay, all right. So Spider-Man should be maybe angled back a little bit, or put like a foot away from Wolverine, but they got to be back.
Yeah, move him just a hair over, like just so that he's not so like.
Or you know what would be awesome? Just draw them at the same time.
I see it now. I see it. This.
Yeah, his arm is way off.
Draw them together instead of drawing. What is it? Mark Brooks draw this? I don't think he actually drew it, but that's how he draws. He draws each individual character figures and then superimposes them together in a Mod Podge. It's lazy, and they're getting worse and worse at it. It's cool drawings. I wish Spider-Man's pose was a little better, but coloring does a decent job.
That looks good.
Except for Wolverine's shoulder. What the fuck is going on with that flat tomato? I don't know. Like, is that supposed to be a metal? What is that thing? That's supposed to be a shoulder cap, right?
Will Studio says his ass is larger than his midsection.
Well, I mean, dude's been working out.
He's got diaper butt.
Says Spider-Man can do all the Pilates he wants. He'll never have Nightwing's ass.
Oh, Spider-Man hangs upside down. Nightwing, I don't know, man. Spider-Man, I think he could give Nightwing a run for his money. He's more agile than Nightwing.
Nightwing's got that ass. Nightwing is known for his ass.
Well, I guess that might flatten the ass. So, yeah.
Yeah, right.
I guess I could see it. I don't know that much about exercise.
Ooh, this is an
interesting Psylocke.
No. It looks interesting until you look at it a little bit closer.
All right. Can we zoom in?
I don't like
I'm used to 1993 Psylocke.
Interesting poses. I love putting these two characters together because they have basically the same costume. But look at the pseudo manga face. It's like meant for girls. I'm not a fan of that. I love the body, the poses, everything like that, but I hate the faces, man.
Actually, Elektra doesn't look too bad. She just looks like a teenager rather than an adult woman.
Where's the expression on her face? What is she doing right now? She's got like a sword, like coming at her.
That sword should have been cut in the side too.
And also, that sword should be a side blade.
Little thing, but
why can't she's got side butterflies? Like everyone loves putting that butterfly thing on her head because of Marvel versus Capcom. You can see 2.
That Psylocke's the instigator, where Elektra is unenthusiastic. Like she doesn't see a threat.
Yeah, but she's got blurry explosions. The background, cool colors, but blurry. I don't know, man. Like that's lazy. Draw the fucking shit, man. Stop drawing these figures and then superimposing them over stuff. It's lazy. And if this is what's the interior of the comic, no thanks. I'm going to pass.
Yeah.
And I'm tired of that butterfly shit around Psylocke. Ever since Marvel vs. Capcom 2, nobody can think of a new thing. How about a bunny rabbit? Something else that's girly. Why do fucking Hello Kitty can come out of her head? Why does it always have to be a butterfly?
Because it's girly.
I wonder how many girls actually read this.
Next up, we got Iron Man issue 2. So they reset Iron Man.
Is this a lenticular cover? I'm not a fan
of this.
I don't like it, but then after looking at it, I'm wondering if this is a lenticular cover. Like you angle it differently and then you'll get one image. But
I'm still not a fan of it. I think it's a horror. I mean, look at this. First of all, it looks like a woman's inside the Iron Man suit.
Well, I thought it was a woman. Is this?
It's a reflection. It's a reflection. It has to be lenticular. Look, there's 3 sets of eyes, which means like there's not 3 reflections coming off of his helmet, which is the only explanation for this. So there has to be a lenticular. There has to be there should be like 5 sets of eyes.
Well, yeah, because you see one nose right here. And then you see another nose being wider than it. And then, of course, you got Iron Man's helmet that just dribbles down all the way.
This is okay.
Where's his chin? I don't.
All the way down here. It goes off the cover.
I don't see it. Can you zoom in? I don't see his chin anywhere.
I am zoomed in. Back out.
We need to zoom in. We've got to zoom in way further to see that shit. I'm not seeing any chin.
All right, here's something interesting, and this is a good thing. And I'm not sure if I'm even right about this, but zoom in on her eyes. The left eye, like the pupil, looks like bigger, noticeably bigger than the one on the right. The iris, which is good because that means an artist drew it, and it's not AI, and I don't know about.
Yeah,
it's probably not.
I don't know if it's bigger, but the white, there's less white. Like space between the white and the lid on the left side than there is on the right.
Yeah. Well, and I'm not complaining because I actually appreciate it when people actually draw shit and they don't digitally draw it and they don't, I like it when they draw shit. And those are the kinds of mistakes that happen when you draw shit.
But if they hand draw this, is it lenticular? Like, are they going to do a lenticular thing of drawing like that?
Well, the lenticular is where they draw the girl's face. And then they draw his face, and then they probably with Photoshop do some mishmash blends between the two, and then layer it so that you can make a lenticular 3D cover.
Yeah,
that's what I would imagine. Maybe there's an in-between image in there, but most likely they just merged the two.
What's that yellow paper stuff called? Because that looks like what this is drawn on.
The newsprint?
That, what is it, 9.8 yellow or something?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
You were talking about it earlier about printing on with the Dick Tracy stuff or whatever, printing on paper that was like 9.8 yellow or something.
Oh, okay. 9.8 would be the grade of a comic book, meaning that it's almost a near perfect comic book, which means it should have white pages is what they'll call it. I was saying it's a 9.8 graded comic with yellow pages. and that means it's near mint with yellow pages, which are usually like around the 4 to 6 to 7s. You have yellow pages, right?
Yeah,
and it's funny because they're printing the yellow on the pages. So in the future, we'll be like mint. We're making CGC mint copies, with yellow pages instead of white pages. Because you get a Superman with white pages, it's fucking unheard of. All the pages are all going to be yellow at this point, this many years later.
Now check this out. This actually looks interesting to me. This one is the end of 2099.
Yeah, okay. I saw this earlier, and I was curious. There's our Spiral guy again. He's in this cover,
Not only that, that's
Galactus's
daughter with the death spiral like taking over.
Galactus couldn't even have a son. He had to have a daughter.
Yep.
Come on.
Daughters are the bane of your existence.
Let's dive into this one. Let's check it out.
I see Wolverine in the Age of Apocalypse.
Yep. So yeah, Death Spiral's taking over Galactus's daughter, taking over Spider-Woman and Red Hulk, taking over Miles Morales, taking over, Apocalypse Wolverine over here. I love that he's still missing his hand. That's awesome.
Yeah.
And then I don't know who this is supposed to be over here. Who's this female?
I can't even barely make out
claws
out.
Oh, like okay. Death Striker.
Is that the witch, Scarlet Witch? No, she doesn't have black hair. I don't know. Maybe not. I don't know.
And then, of course, down here it looks like Carnage, maybe.
Epic.
Carnage doesn't have a tongue like that. And everybody who ever drew Carnage with a tongue like that is an idiot. Carnage did not have the tongue. Venom had the tongue.
So it's a different symbiote then, right?
It's probably like a red symbiote. Yeah. Or something. Is there a red symbiote?
I do like this cover. This cover looks pretty sick.
Carnage's daughter.
Carnage's daughter, yeah.
Yeah. You know what's interesting? There's a kid at the school that I work at that was running around with a little Spider-Man 2099 toy. And I was like, hey, Spider-Man 2099. And he's like, it's Spider-Man 1999. And I was like, well, I mean, 1990s. Yeah, it was 2099 was in 1990s, but that's a 2099 Spider-Man. And he's like, it's 1999 Spider-Man. And I was like, am I an idiot? What the hell? And I Googled it. And I was like, look, it's 2099 Spider-Man, kid. This is just 2099 Spider-Man. Look at the toy you're holding. And he's like, Google 1999 Spider-Man. And I Googled it, and holy shit, he was right. There was one tiny difference between 1999 Spider-Man and the 2099 Spider-Man. It was like a stupid little difference in the costume. And I'm like, get out of here, kid, before I call your parents. Or I tell your teacher.
Failed.
Yeah, right.
Hey, you're scanning through these pretty fast. I saw Rogue on there, and I'm a huge Rogue fan.
All right. Yeah, but this is okay. I haven't read it. I'm not a fan of the cover, but your boy Zach stamped thumbs down on this. I might read it just to see why. Honestly, Zach's taste is a hit or miss. Sometimes he doesn't like stuff that I think is pretty good. But I don't like this cover.
No, I think this is ass.
No, not the Batman. I'm talking about the Rogue cover.
Oh, the Rogue cover.
The Rogue cover is what I'm talking about.
Let's go to Rogue.
Because she absorbs powers, but she doesn't absorb attributes like Beast. Does she turn into Beast when she absorbed Beast's powers? She definitely did not get
it's
Wolverine's
called Shadows
claws.
of Tomorrow, Rogue.
Well, how did she get? Is that Wolverine's
this
claws?
Is called Shadows of Tomorrow.
The Rogue.
Can you zoom in on that a hair?
You know what? I will say this though about this cover. The Kickstarter variants, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Those Kickstarter covers, I could see that. With the Gambit eyes, that is a nice look for Rogue.
So
the Beast,
Wolverine, Gambit. So this is about
an Angel. She's got Angel's wing too.
So Shadows of Tomorrow that to me is like a sign to a dark past, because shadows of tomorrow are actually today or, yesterday, because you haven't hit the next
That's
day.
like days of futures past. Could be a shadow of tomorrow, which would mean that what happens today will affect tomorrow, just like the days of the future are now past or something. Those, I guess they don't mean the same thing, but all right, let's move on. That's enough time on that cover.
Can we make Rogue like the background of the stream?
A good picture of Rogue.
That's fine.
Hold on, you skipped it on purpose. You know I'm a Rocketeer fan, and this cover pissed me off.
Too.
I fucking love classic Rocketeer, and this is what they have done to my Rocketeer.
All right, you got to zoom in on this because this
poor
is
baby. My fucking little Rocketeer. Look at him. He looks like a fucking, I don't know. Like, what is that? That's like some cartoon. It looks like a cartoon manga. Like that. Like he should be flying around with like a Pokemon.
What this reminds me of? This reminds me of the Harley Quinn cartoon.
Oh,
that's Bane's face from the Harley Quinn cartoon.
Like I do not. This there's a comic book. There's a comic book with this art, with this style that wasn't so bad. From Alterna Comics, it was perfect. It was like Mighty Mascots. It does not work with Rocketeer. If I don't think it's the same artist, but
this looks like it belongs in Cuphead.
Maybe. But Cuphead's cool, though.
Look what they did to my boy.
Look what they did to my boy. Look at him. What the fuck, my poor boy. My Rocketeer. He's my hero.
And those reflections in the eyes.
What is that? Atrocious. We need some drafting designer people to come. People who understand drafting to come back and draw fucking comic books. Because this is lazy.
I like that mountain. That mountain. Look at that mountain in the background.
Oh my God, that Mario mountain.
Yeah, that is some fucking Popeye shit.
Are those pterodactyls behind him? Hold on, that's interesting. Those are pterodactyls behind him.
Now this is
that like Neverland? If you zoom out, Jake, that's fucking Neverland, dude. And those are pterodactyls behind him.
Yep. Look, it's
Super
Skull
Mario
Island
World
down here. You see a skull.
Yeah. I don't know where Neverland that is. That's Peter's
pirate ship, Skull Island, and then you got the fighter, and then you got the pterodactyls.
I didn't know they had pterodactyls at Neverland. Like, I never heard of the Lost Boys. I guess they don't talk about the Lost Boys. They got eaten up by pterodactyls.
Well, Peter feeds them to them. Have you ever read Peter Pan? When they start to grow up or show signs that they get older, he throws them into the pterodactyl pit. So a little known secret.
Mermaids to himself.
Yeah.
No, he just gets rid of them. They never say how.
No, that's how. That's in there. It's the lore, Jake.
Look, check this out.
My name's Peter. I know.
It's canon. I know a thing or two about Peters.
Justice League Unlimited issue 16, the Dan Mora cover.
All right. Let's see that. Let's get away from the fucking monstrosity. Oh, yeah. Yeah. I like that.
That's interesting.
Let me zoom in and make sure I'm. Oh, yeah. That's good.
Now, if you can't tell,
no, that's not
that.
Oh, that's fucking good looking.
That is.
Is that
Look at the highlights of the red above the eye?
Oh, I love that. The coloring in this is a really good job. But that's an awesome piece of artwork.
Look at that. So I love this. I love this. Hold on a second. Go back to the eyes for just a second. So I love this. So he's got those highlights of red above his eyes, like the glow underneath the eyelid. Yeah. But he was confident enough in the coloring of this to be like, no, minimal. This works. This is all you need.
He didn't have to have highlights on every little texture of the eye.
It didn't have to be the same brightness as like the stuff on his cheeks. It's
look what I could
underlit.
Do. Yeah, that's a confident colorist right there. I appreciate it.
It is. Yeah.
And is that Batman? What's that?
This interests me because this is Justice League Unlimited issue 16. But if you look down here, he's chewing on characters from the 90s.
That's what I was going to say. Is that Batman Beyond?
Superman. Yeah, that's Batman Beyond. You got Electric Blue Superman. And then you have this yellow cape over here, which I can only attest to being a Robin.
It's Hawkman. Oh, it could be Hawk. It could be Robin. I was thinking Hawkman or Hawkgirl even.
Yeah. So
no, you're probably right. It's probably Robin.
I like that there's a tease with it.
Yeah, you don't know who it is. It's somebody who's important enough to be with Batman and Superman. So these are characters of the 90s being chewed up here. So this could be Tim Drake.
He's saying
100%.
It's over, fans. This, you know what? I'm gonna feign outrage. I'm gonna be like, this is fucking bullshit. This is them literally shitting on the fandom right here because they know we love our 90s characters, and so therefore they're gonna just chew them up. And guess what? Guess who's wearing this mask? It's a girl. It's a whammon.
Oh my God.
It's probably a whammon right there, and she just didn't put on her lipstick. She didn't have her filter on right now.
I didn't notice this. Look at this. This is the outline of Lex Luthor's suit, the green and the purple.
Oh yeah,
that's Lex Luthor. But
how is that Lex Luthor? So who's the Goblin? Is that a suit, a mask, or did Lex Luthor eat like the Joker's serum or something?
I have no idea, dude. This is interesting.
Very intriguing cover.
Yeah, I want to know more about this.
A lot of questions.
This is Justice League number 56.
16.
Justice League 16. Unlimited number 16.
Okay.
JL Unlimited.
Says that actually looks great.
Yeah, this looks pretty. This is what we're talking about. Comic books? Like, what is this? I thought we were supposed to hate everything that's on the shelf. This is actually not bad looking.
Does it actually have like a title at the top? It's just like a matte black or something.
All right, so this is a virgin cover.
Yeah, virgin cover.
So they have multiple variants of this cover where they might have the logo on the top.
That's right. That could be Amazo, because Amazo has been given like a goblin elvish look. I don't know.
How to get Lex Luthor's suit? Or is it Lex Luthor have an army?
Smile.
Yeah,
because he already swallowed Lex Luthor.
But he looks infected because of the red glowing eyes. But it's Lex Luthor's suit. It's Electric Blue Superman, Batman Beyond, and I can only imagine it being a Robin over there.
Yeah, but you can't have two characters from the same franchise. That wouldn't make sense. What's another popular character from who else could it be though? That's Hawkman, dude. That's got to be Hawkman. Look at it. That's not a cape. That's a wing. Oh, you already moved on. Thanks, Jake.
My bad, man.
You're a real pal.
I try.
He wanted to spend the next 20 minutes discussing that little like stroke of yellow coming out of his teeth.
Right.
You also skipped
Peter. Spoiler alert! It's asparagus.
You skipped the Mortal Hulk, the Infernal Hulk. That was actually a cool cover that I was looking at for a minute. Not that Hulk cover.
Hulk smash everything, and I kind of like that art.
I like the title. I'm not sure if I like this Flubber look here, but
Flubber.
It could work. Hey, you remember Flubber, right?
I appreciate if there's somebody who's out there literally and like painted this. I appreciate that.
Hold on, I gotta look at that. I'll tell you if it's real or if it's
You
go ahead and look at it.
Because I mean, okay, so one thing, if somebody really did paint that, they painted it using black, white, and green. Like they didn't use any primaries to mix their colors.
I'm looking at it. I'm thinking, no, that's definitely done on like some program. Yeah, that's a program. That's not an actual painting. Not to knock it. It's not horrible.
Can we look at Rogue?
And what about Rogue?
Let's just look at Rogue.
Oh, that's a nice image of Rogue.
This is cover B, I guess.
Why couldn't they lead with cover B?
I don't know.
Hold on, let me look at it. I gotta look at it up close. What do we got here? Yeah. I'm not. Yeah, I mean, yeah.
I'm liking this a lot better than like when we were at the comic book store the other day, Peter. They had like some posters hanging up on the walls. I like this better than the posters.
Yeah, I like her face. She's got a cute face. It's a good piece of artwork.
She's in a single hand, so she crushed the sentinel that she's
laying. Flames behind her. She's like angry, but also she took the gloves off. This is nice. It's not like holy shit amazing, but it's a good picture of Rogue.
Right.
I wouldn't put this poster on my wall, but why we got to cover up them tatas? But okay, I dig it. It's good. Good job, artist. I like.
They got the lower half. That's always been the more aesthetically.
Oh, actually, honestly, I think they fucked up. I think they fucked up the lower half. Look at her ass. She's actually kind of minus an ass.
All right, zoom in.
Rogue clearly has an ass. And I almost deliberately didn't give her an ass. Look at that.
Oh, that's a little thin. Someone's been missing leg day.
Dude, I'm telling you, this absolute Martian Manhunter, I have got to get on.
All right. I was waiting for you to bring that up because I'm hearing good things about it.
I mean, look at this. This is just...
I got to admit, it does look cool. It does look pretty interesting. I'm gonna find it and then read it and then send it to you.
I mean, look how creepy. Look how creepy. The little kid is so creepy.
Now, this is not my style, then my favorite style of artwork here. It's not like something I would pick up.
Yeah, but I kind of dig it. It's different.
But like I'm saying, it's all about the context. Artwork can be complete dog shit if it's within context of the story.
Yeah.
This seems to be like a theme going on. I don't know anything about Martian Manhunter, but everything I've seen fits a theme, right? Like there's a theme to the artwork, and this fits with that theme. So I am kind of intrigued, and because I keep hearing this is a good story, I might actually read it and then maybe find a new appreciation.
Oh, here's the other cover right here. See, I don't see how people can't like this kind of art. I love this.
I like.
If you zoom in,
I like the kind of art, the graphic design elements of this. I don't like.
I don't like this at all, but I do like that there's a hidden man in a suit mixed right there in the piece of artwork. That's interesting. But this,
I do like this. This is like the sort of thing. If compositionally you could like do a number of different angles on this and make this the album cover for like any punk rock band,
right.
You know,
this looks good, but then zoom out of it, Jake.
Yeah,
hang on. I gotta catch
everything on the outside of it.
Hold on, zoom out real quick before you get in the chat.
It's the graphic design stuff that's the issue with this one.
This close up looks really good, but when you zoom out of it,
trying to zoom out. Hang on.
Oh, okay.
Because that is the thing, and there are compositional elements that really work. Like there's high contrast between the foreground and background.
That's a painting you're going to find on Epstein Island.
I swear.
The close up was not bad, but this I've seen that in the files, bro.
See. Either way, that cover did the job. I'm actually intrigued. And I'm about as hard as they sell as they come. Hard of a sell as they come.
Cheers to that. Yeah, he's talking about the Amazo cover.
The Hulk cover is just honest. We're flushing the franchise.
Oh, no, hold on. You see, yeah. All right, fair enough. But the cover that I was talking about is that other one, the Infernal Hulk cover that was on that main page.
Right.
Do you want to leave your page on and just share my screen real quick, Jake?
Yeah,
because I have it pulled up. This Infernal Hulk cover was actually fucking straight out of the 90s, man. Look at this.
Oh yeah.
Right.
Oh yeah. Gray Hulk. Look at that artwork.
You got Mobster Hulk. You got.
This looks like something. Hulk. Oh yeah. This looks like something you would have seen on a trading card.
Right.
Like not like Marvel Masterpiece. I'm talking like 1992, 91 cards, you know, when they were really
good. The foreground at the very bottom.
That's
the hair.
Hulk. Oh no, that's She-Hulk. Oh no, that's Gay Hulk. I don't know which Hulk. It's long hair. Oh, that might be
Look at the purple highlights on Purple Hulk, dude. That is some good coloring right there.
Yeah, look at it's just good artwork, man. Like this is really good art. I love it. Infernal Hulk. I actually want to read it now because I like the lighting, the coloring. Great job with the coloring. The colors did. I love it when a good colorist comes in and saves the day, and this is a good job with coloring.
And as opposed, I gotta say, as opposed to that other one that was just like, here's some green paint and some construction paper. Paint.
Yeah. It's like if you look at it zoomed away, it's a little muddled in the background, but it's really not that big a deal. And I'm like, I actually don't feel comfortable criticizing this piece because
I wish I could do this. It's well done.
Yeah.
I feel more confident criticizing shit that I know I could draw better than. I don't think I could draw better than this. So good job. This is like gnarly. This makes me want to read this book.
I think you could draw this, Peter. You could draw this. I have faith in your ability to accomplish it. But the coloring is where it's like that took a really good drawing to the next level.
Yeah, the coloring definitely does add to it. The red, green, it's cool colors, right?
Yeah.
It's good. That does look good.
Like Hulk is obviously green. You've got to have green. So how do you offset that? And they have the balance of like Purple Hulk is like really big in there to help offset the balance of green and other colors. The purple background, the white shirt, all of the elements of red and pink that they've got throughout to add a little color contrast.
Your typical artist would be your typical artist who's just got fresh out of the art academy would be too tempted to use like hot reds and yellows for the background, right? Because you got to have contrast.
It's
right?
An obvious choice.
Yeah, it's too obvious. This keeps it within a certain color tone, and I like it. It gets a little muddy right here in the middle, but I don't mind actually because it makes me want to look at it some more.
Exactly. Well said. Great use of complementary colors, and this is an actual cover. Exactly.
This is what we need. We need more of this in comics.
All right.
Yeah, definitely. All right, Jake. Right. I'll stop derailing your. Let's get to Martian Manhunter.
No. We're about to look at a Superman cover, which, in my opinion, this is fucking gnarly, and we need more of this.
Oh yeah.
Interesting.
I got a full.
Okay, yeah, you got to zoom in on this. I'm curious. Like they're using no black.
What?
Look at his face, man.
Hold on, I gotta find this piece. Where the hell is this piece at, Jake?
I need to back the fuck up a bit. That's what I need.
I like the Punisher covers. Those are pretty good. Let's see. Where's that?
There we go. That's awesome.
Who's the artist on that? That's a good piece. I do like that piece a lot.
The artist is Chris Stevens.
Where the hell did you find that? What page is that on? I'm like scrolling through.
I went below Marvel Comics into the DC Comics section.
Okay. Oh, there it is. I just didn't bother going past Marvel. You know what I mean?
You guys are sleeping on DC.
I hate to do this. I hate to be that guy, but this is a well done piece, and I want to see something. Can you zoom in on his hand?
No, this actually tells you something real simple. This is exactly what I just said a lesser artist would do. Or not a lesser artist, but an artist straight out of the art school or is too stuck on, the rules. You have your cool color Superman, and you have to just throw red and yellow behind him because that's
and it's high primary. I know, and it's high primary. Yeah, I get
with the red, yellow, and blue. I love this piece. I think it's a great piece of artwork. But man, red, yellow, and blue. It works. You know what? I won't even do an. I'll just say, not a super fan of all of that, but I actually really like this piece. But it does exactly the things I said.
But you know what? It does exactly the things you said. But if you're going to do that, this is how you accomplish it. This is how it's done well.
Right. Yeah.
Because you're not wrong. People do fall into that trope, and so like it's another thing to be somebody who's accomplished and able to pull it off and does it well. Like there's something we said for that.
Yeah.
Needs a bigger bulge. Draw Zombie said needs a bigger bulge. He likes bigger bulges.
Look at his pecs, though. I mean, he does need a bigger bulge.
That's his rib cage. He's got the rib cage sticking out.
Yeah. And his pecs are just non-existent. And where's his dick? I agreed. And his skin color, the blue. I like that the blue. I don't know. Actually, I don't mind that. I like that. And actually, the more I look at it, the more I'm like, okay with the red, yellow, and blue thing. But this is a good piece.
I do like the detail in the face.
Actually,
I know you're ignoring me. You don't want to zoom in on his hand. I desperately want to see his hand.
I'm zoomed in on his hand. Which hand? The left hand or the right hand? Or the?
It doesn't really matter.
Hand?
I just want to see the basic like way that they do it, like the shadows and details on it.
His that hand right there. You know how many times that is a stylistic hand I have seen a million times.
Yeah.
Jim Lee used to do on that one cover. He had Iceman doing some stuff. Like it's like let's take the basic shape of a hand and make it like a stylistic shape, like a French curve would do. You know what I mean? It's like it's fine, it's okay, but I have seen that hand so many times.
Oh, so the colorization is on brand with the artist. That's part of this thing.
That's fair. Now, if you want to talk about hands, Jake, look at the other hand. The other hand is actually far more.
Why we always got to mention hands when it comes to me? What's your fucking deal,
Jake? Since you like talking about hands, I think you might
talk about hands, but we got to talk about me.
You'd appreciate this hand. It looks a lot like your hand.
Oh my God! I could count on two hands how many times we've had this conversation.
Yeah, fuck you guys. By the way.
Jake, how many hands would you say you would count this conversation? We've had this conversation.
Oh my God, Jake! You know how much that makes my day.
Did it actually make the sound? The zzz, as the finger went up, because that's fucking cool.
That is, I can't. Yeah, that makes my day. That I got like flipped off. That takes effort to flip me off the way that you just did, and I appreciate that.
Just saying.
That is pretty fucking funny, dude. When you flip somebody off, there's the added, you know? I love it.
It does. It adds character and emphasis.
Shit.
All right. But look at that hand compared to the other hand. It's a 180-degree difference in beauty and whatever. Like, that's a very elegant hand. This other one, what the fuck is that?
Now that looks like my hand.
No, he actually put some emotion into that hand.
Exactly. Why did you waste all this effort on the other elegant fucking artistic hand when you can do this? Like that pinky and that pointy is just ready to beat some ass. I don't know what the other two are ready to go bowling.
You know what I like about it too? It's not like a straight up like where's the angle on this?
It's a fist like he just got.
It's not like
bowling.
Like it's one of those fists that you make when you were so angry that you don't even get the fingers right. You know what I mean? Like it's not all.
You're so angry, but his face doesn't say that. But also, maybe he just got finished with Lois. You know what I'm saying? The rabbit.
Is this just finished with Lois fist?
Yes. It's the just finished with Lois. You know what I mean? What do you do when you're doing this and then you got to make a fist? You go like, oh, hold on. That's your fist. Am I wrong?
Tank said, you picked the wrong point of conversation to be walking away from this because this is
right back. Pause
I want your thoughts on this conversation right here.
He probably went to go get some coffee.
There's a lot to say about that. Why is his pointy finger and his pinky bigger than the two middle fingers? What's up with his stumpy thumb right there?
No, not the. Okay, so the stumpy thumb, yeah, but it's actually the pointer finger. That thing is thick.
It's thick, and the pinky, the pinky's too thick too, man. Nobody makes
nobody makes a
fist like this Even Superman doesn't do that. And now he's got like this thing. His thumb is like way back here. There's the fist.
I actually
right
do.
there.
For all of the nitpicking on that, I do like the emotion of it. There's a lot more emotion in that fist.
Yeah, but look, here's the fist right here. Can you imagine punching somebody with this fist?
Well, that's how you break fingers.
You would break your entire hand punching somebody. Even Superman would be like, "Ow!" You know, he would be like, "Fuck, why did I do that?"
That's how he jams a finger.
He's like, "I'm trying something new," and then no, that doesn't work. You ever try to punch? You know, when you get in a fight,
like
try
like
something
after the shocker.
Yeah, it's the shocker, right? Nah, you're trying new things when you get in fights. And you're like, all right, I'm gonna change it up a bit. I know how I normally fight. I'm gonna fucking have my pinky and my fingers and my thumbs on the sides, and then I'm gonna punch like a mongoloid, and let's see if that works.
Okay, so one other thing about this, I'm kind of curious about. I understand why you would do this, but if you zoom out as far as you want, because it's an overall composition thing. There is this cloud that's got this dark red circle from his armpit down, and I understand like he's drawing lines to point towards Superman there with that.
Yeah.
It's the darkest cloud, I don't fully understand what causes that. Is that like the sonic boom that's like busting a cloud or something? I don't know. Like it breaks the line of all the other clouds.
I think what it's supposed to be is that, like a jet, when a jet flies through, the engine's actually what caused that spiral, right? Like you don't just fly through a cloud and then it spirals. Like the jets are spinning that shit around. That's what causes it. So I think that's what they're trying to do. It's not. I actually don't even mind that. The dark red actually helps outline his face a little better. If his blue face was against the yellow background, it wishy-washy.
Yeah,
it'd blend in a little bit. Too many lights. You need like a contrast. So it works. Mm-hmm. I don't mind that cloud so much. I actually don't mind the clouds at all. I actually don't mind any of it all except for that fist. That fucking mongoloid fist right there. I don't know what's up with that fist. But I do like the overall piece.
Yeah.
Except for the sunlight. The sunlight that's in the background behind him, yet he's getting lit from the back. When are we going to learn our light sources?
He's being lit by the pure energy of his explosion through space.
That's on a I don't know, dude. That's like an explosion's happening and he's escaping it. Like New York just blew up and he's like, I'm out. I'm outie. Not to mention, look at the mongoloid fist. There's light shining from the top towards us almost. It'd be like above the viewer shining on that fist like a spotlight. Meanwhile, there's a spotlight behind him shining from the back. And the sun is behind him. So is that a blue sun behind him? What's going on?
So I love the highlights. I love the contrast that those highlights give. And if you're talking about like a technical perspective, these are like that fill light that's causing those highlights is an explosion behind him, and it's not the sun, because it's not even the same color as the sun coloring everything else.
Yeah, so it's got to be an explosion or something behind him.
Mm-hmm.
But then why isn't it on any of the other clouds? Explode. Then why isn't it any of the other clouds? Even
because
the ones
the light
wrapping
hasn't
around
reached them yet.
Okay, what about the legs the ones wrapping around his leg?
Hadn't got there yet. Because the other clouds behind him are casting a shadow. He's busting through clouds.
Fair enough. All right. I'll believe it. Where's this? All right. Well, then riddle me this, fucking Batman. Where the fuck is his other leg at? I see one leg.
It hasn't reached him yet. I don't know.
The light hasn't reached him.
All in all, like as a painting, if I saw this hanging on a wall, I would be spending some serious time, like sitting there, like how we did just now. I'd be spending some serious time sitting there and like looking this thing over, because it is well done. It is a good piece.
Yeah, that's true. We did spend some time on it, talking about it. So that's that. It's got that. That's for sure. And it does stand out when you look at it against all the other comics. It does pop.
Yeah.
So that's cool. It's better than the other one, the Dan Mora cover, which is just that white bland fucking cover. Let's look at the other cover. You want me to pull it up?
Go for it.
I'll pull it up because this is the other, I think the main cover. This is the other cover right here.
He says another dickless Soviet propaganda piece, also on brand.
Oh, it does look like that Soviet painting. It does.
A little bit, yeah.
Tentacle clouds.
Yeah. Well, it beats this cover. This one that I'm sharing.
Oh, let's get it up here then. Let's check it. Oh, I hate this cover.
It's so. What is this? This is, I think, the main cover. Not only is it.
Can you go ahead and pull up the cover?
We will, yeah. Cover. It's not only bland, but it's not enough that your artwork is what. It's okay, whatever. The artwork looks
big
fine,
in the house.
But Mo.
What's up, Mo? But then they've got to wash out their own drawing with this glare, this glow from all the white, right? The all of this. So Superman getting whacked, and then some spatter, whitewash with all this glow around him, and then we got this. Who is that? Who is that? I don't know this character. Jake, do you know who this is?
I can't tell from how far it is.
His name's Chain Gang. I'm well versed in Superman. His name's Chain Gang,
and he's washed out with all that glow. Like, okay, the glow fits because they're in some whatever void or something, I guess. But
Mo Big says,
come on, man.
They had 2 hours to draw ink and color it.
No,
ain't that the fucking case?
I can officially say I can do better than this.
Yeah, this is a cover. This is not a good cover. It has the space for the title, I guess, but this should be barely an interior page. Like, this is like one of those. If you're getting a decent rate, which they're probably not, but if they're getting a decent rate, this is one of those pages that you turn in and you kind of go like, you know, you hand it
right,
to them, and then they go,
you have to hand this off to somebody that approved it.
Yeah, and then even an interior page, which is not as much as you'd get for a cover. We're not even talking covers. Interior pages, you're like, we all know I phoned it in. You hand it in to them, and they go, all right. And then they write you a check. And they know, we know, you know, we all know, right?
That's not how that's not.
But this is not an interior page. This is a fucking cover, which could be twice as much as you'd get paid or more, depending, right? This is a fucking lazy ass piece of artwork for a cover.
Yeah.
This is not going to make me want to open up Superman and see who whatever's going on here.
The balance and composition is all off on this.
This is
like there's the rule of three. It does not fit it doesn't fit the golden rule. It doesn't fit the rule of three. There is I don't even know what. No, it doesn't. I don't believe it does.
Because they'd be the negative space and the rule of three.
But there's not even a full third on negative space. Not that it has to be even, but like they had that for like title shit anyway.
You're missing the point because I wasn't able to finish my point. The negative space is not where the rule. It's the positive, the white. That's where the thirds come in. You've got the three white areas, the one on top and bottom and in between.
Okay.
So that's where the rule of thirds would come in. If anyone want to get the person who made this piece, I guarantee would wax that fucking intellectual argument for their piece. Right?
That's
if they're intelligent enough to even think about it. That's the only argument.
That is where they would draw the line at their knowledge of like that
like
rule.
All the shit you're looking at isn't actually where the rules come in. It's all the blank space. So would that be positive space? I don't know what space. It is an awful cover. The artwork of Superman looks fine. The artwork of that character looks fine. But this,
the drawings
as a whole, the drawings are fine. It's the composition, the whole, and it's not a cover.
Yeah. Composition is blown.
Yeah.
I appreciate the idea and the concept behind it, but this is literally like somebody blew a deadline and handed in.
What do you think you go to art school for? I didn't even go to art school, and I know that. You don't go to art school to learn how to draw. You go to art school to argue why your fucking artwork deserves to be fucking in the galleries, and that's what they teach you, to fucking obfuscate and to like, no, you don't understand. It's not, the drawings aren't the positive negative. The thirds would come in the blank area. The abyss.
Yeah, except that he's not even using that well because he's got the fucking chains breaking it up.
Yeah. Well,
now if those chains,
now is it?
So if those chains had somehow like crossed Superman a couple of times, so that there would like at least be like some kind of tie between the two characters.
You know what would help?
Would have at least had something.
If the chains went off to the left and right off the page, you would
and if they'd gone off page,
this entire piece.
Yeah, you're right.
So that's that. That's that piece.
They could have blown this thing up. They could have cropped it in about 60%, and it would have been a better cover. Just period, bar none. The editor could have cropped that fucker.
All right, now tell me what the fuck this is doing as a cover. Because, of course, we got to have 30 variant covers of the same fucking issue. What the hell is this shit?
So is this the same? Is this a variant cover of the exact same Superman piece that we just saw?
Both of those two Superman pieces. This is the third cover of that series.
That is absolute beyond horse shit. I'm not knocking the what they're going with this. Like this is a different thing. This
would be
fine.
You know when you go to when you go to Walmart and you get the Valentine's Day cards, right?
Yeah,
and
it looks like something you find in that box.
It has a little sucker glued to it or something.
Yep, and it says, "Will you be my Valentine?" But maybe that's what they're going for. Like, I could even accept that. I could even accept some of the arguments for the other one. But the fact that all three of these are variant covers of the exact same story means that they have no fucking clue whatever the interior thing is.
They have no clue who their audience is. They're trying to cater to as many possible. They're like, okay, let's see. The shitty thing is, some creator had to, or some store had to buy this cover and all of them, right? These stores have to buy all of these fucking covers, right? There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, just right off the bat, 6 covers right here. And this one actually looks pretty good. But
yeah, I was gonna say that one stands out.
6 covers, and there's probably to get that one variant that's like really hard to find. It's probably one of these. It's probably this one.
Look how different they are.
This one looks good.
That one does look good.
This is a good piece of artwork. This is probably I would guess.
Oh, actually, look at his face. That looks really. Is that watercolor? Because that's really well done.
I think it's digital, but it's probably digital watercolors. But I like that the S is glowing. His eyes are glowing. I love this piece. This is a really cool looking piece. And you know what? Explosion behind him. Maybe that was an explosion happening on that other cover.
It's an orb.
It's a big orb and explosion. And he's like, yeah, buddy. Look at him. He's like, bitch.
I like that they painted in the bokeh effect.
Yeah, right. They didn't. If you look closely.
Oh, can you tell it was like
this little glowing coming out of the S? That's a stroke. And then the bokeh effect is going to be just a glare, like a haze. You can just, it's a layer. You're talking about
those orbs, those little light orbs.
Oh, you're talking about all this shit down here. Okay. The lens flare right down here.
Yeah, well, I'm talking about the ones
that is
on top more, but yeah.
Actually, that actually tells me even more that it's like a digital, because this looks like a brush stroke with multiple shape, like multiple size brush strokes from like Photoshop or some shit. Like I have a brush on Photoshop that'll do this exact thing right here too. But this is actually a decent piece of artwork.
Still good. Still good.
Still looks good. It does lend credence to the idea that there's a big orb explosion happening behind him. And I'll bet you this is the cover that they had to buy all those other dog shit covers to get one copy of this cover. Or maybe there's like a variant of this. I'll bet you all these covers have variants of them, like the metallic variant. There's probably a glow in the dark variant. And I'll bet you there's a variant of this cover, probably the virgin cover, maybe metallic or holofoil, whatever, of this piece that you only get if you buy 500 copies of all the other ones. Because that's the game they play these days.
I just want to know whose job it is to sit there and say, okay, we need 6 covers. We're going to do like variant, like metallic things, so like the different ones or whatever. But I got to choose 6 covers. And yep, Valentine's Day cover. I'll take that one.
Yeah.
Like whoever's job that is, I want that job.
Mm-hmm. This other one was looking pretty decent. This one, mysterious.
Yeah, the dark one.
Never mind. I was going to say that looks interesting, but no. Look at his face.
It's high contrast. It's on its own, like it would have been good.
Don't even
when we're looking at the other ones.
You're wasting your time. Look at that face.
Where's his chin?
That's not Superman. That's Superman's gay son. Clearly. There's that hand again. There's that fucking. That's that fucking hand, dude. Okay, so you can see the pinky in this version of that hand, but that's that hand. Everybody's in love with that fucking hand, man.
Zoom in on the other hand. That one's the one that stands out to me.
All right, that other one. This one over here.
It looks a little better because you can see the highlights of it, but the finger proportion, the length does not look right.
He's got stumpy fingers or stumpy hands.
They look stumpy, yeah.
Something's odd about this section right next to his thumb, like this part of his hand, like they don't know how to show the depth. You see the
highlight that his hand actually like rides up further up inside where the case is.
Look at his hand right here. Next to the thumb, you see how it's lit on this section of the hand, the middle part between the fingers and the thumb. You got this middle part lit up. All right. Well, if you look at your hand, that is a crevice. There's like an indentation right here. It doesn't pop out to get lit up. That would be an even darker part of the hand. You see what I'm saying? Look at my hand right there. That's the lighting I'm talking about right here.
All I got to say, if you're going to do a Superman hand, look at that hand. Look at this. Jesus,
right there. Look at that. See, this isn't lit up right here because this goes inward. Look at his hand right there. This piece right here pops out. And then you know what? It's an easy, honest mistake. But these are covers. These are the covers for fucking Marvel and DC that everyone's supposed to be crowing about. Like, oh, I work for Marvel and DC. I am somebody.
Okay, is he falling?
Paratore. Good job, buddy. You work for DC Comics. Good job. Good for you.
Let's see. Stanley wants an homage to the Valentine's Day cover, but with him and Ironheart.
Yeah. This one right here.
One of these days, I'll get that Ironheart video done.
Get the work,
I can't believe this is a cover, dude. This is up there with that April O'Neil cover that they forgot. Was that Heather Antos who's the editor who didn't catch that on the cover of a Ninja Turtle comic book? It said April O'Neil, or no, it was it's Apple, right? They forgot the R and she didn't catch it.
That's hilarious.
Apple O'Neil. My god!
What if she actually did that?
Arple, that's right. It was Arple O'Neil. It said Arple O'Neil, and she's like this editor. There was one of the Milkshake girls. She's all proud, like, yeah, we own comics now. Bye, boys. Bye. And then they misspell fucking everything. And the editing becomes atrocious for all the comics of the era, including one of the laziest covers I've ever seen for a Ninja Turtle comic book was just a lazy picture of April O'Neil looking like an Adventure Time character. And it said Arple O'Neil. Like, that is literally a testament of the past decade of comic books.
That hurts.
But we're moving forward now.
Forward. This is what we get now.
We're starting to go places. This is a good start, you know? That Punisher cover. Seeing Punisher with guns again and the skull, you know? That's a good sign.
No.
All right, what do you think, Jake? Ooh, damn it.
We're moving in now.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
we're growing, definitely. What stands out? Let's just keep going until something pops out at you.
Your editing involves making sure the word off the male gaze to ward off the male gaze.
Yeah, I imagine there's probably not too many issues with that.
Oh, here we go. G.I. Joe. I like G.I. Joe. I don't know about the new
you're saying you don't like their artwork these days.
Now hold on. That I'm not seeing the piece that I saw earlier. That's not on. I'm not seeing it. This actually looks kind of cool. This is like that classic. Well, from a distance, it looks like the classic style, but they like to do that. Let's see. Zooming in. Yeah. That looks like classic art. I dig it.
Yep.
I dig that. Yeah. That's an adequate G.I. Joe cover. I like it. But,
it's classic.
But where's the other one that I was talking? This looks pretty cool. Yeah. I like this. This looks like a decent, G.I. Joe cover. You got all these people in his
reflections in the glass. He's got a little bit of like he's breathing out some cold air.
Yeah. I like that.
I'm good with that.
Yeah, where's the other one? I saw a picture of one that maybe it's up here. Maybe it's one of the newer ones. Is there a newer one? Let me scroll down quickly. No. Nope, let's go back. The artwork didn't look good. It was like that modern, like kind of like what they did with the Rocketeer. Like it was like that style. Mm-hmm. Makes me wonder if the interiors are like that, and they just happen to get some decent covers for these, because those are actually pretty good. Gunslinger Spawn. Okay. How new? We're on number 52. I was gonna say I've been hearing about Gunslinger Spawn for a minute. Invincible Universe Capes. They have a series called Capes. I don't know, man. That I like Invincible, but I'm seeing this.
Yeah.
It's not getting my attention. Lost Fantasy.
I like the layout.
It's not bad. These are like.
I like the layout of the first one.
Tell me if this gets your attention, Peter.
What's that?
Malevolent. Does Bolt Action 4 get your attention?
Oh yeah. I like that.
Yeah, 4. Actually.
Wait a minute. Is that not part of the ones that I got?
Yes, it is.
That's what I was gonna say. I was like, oh, I could have sworn I had a number 4. Yeah, dude. I like
issue 4 is up.
That's a raunchy comic book, and I love it. Like the artwork's pretty fun. It's cool. It's not cartoony. It's comic book like out the ass. But I like that it's smut. It's like a smut comic. That one right there, I think, is one of my favorite ones. Like whenever they do that monochromatic styles, I really like that. Bolt Action is a really cool comic book.
There's those look like posters that would hang on the wall.
It's good. Yeah, right. That's what it looks like. It's got a lot of really like stylized, good artistic, covers. I like them. And I like the tatas. A lot of tatas in this book.
Yeah, but look how gnarly these things look, man.
Yeah. His storytelling, his paneling, like his page layouts are fucking bizarre. I love it. Good stuff. It's like Wolf and Batsy's. The art style is like the same. If I were to categorize my favorite like art styles, this one would go in the vein of like the Wolf and Batsy. And I love Wolf and Batsy. It's like a perfect comic book in black and white. I actually
enjoyed issues 1 through 3. Yeah.
Hell yeah.
I loved issues 1 through 3. Very grungy, very gritty, very over the top.
It's a cool idea. Like the storyline is pretty cool. Like you get a ticket in the mail and you go to see the
links
movie
in the
or whatever,
chat
you
right
become
now.
part of the movie.
Action Comics over on Fund My Comic. But I really enjoyed issues 1 through 3. So like there's this story that takes place while you go into different stories. It's like an ongoing anthology, but on a running story. So the idea is that this old theater burned down, and then the ghost or the demons of that theater now move from town to town across the nation, picking out different victims to take on the adventure. So you get a ticket to go into the theater, and you're handed it to you by a ghoul. And then when you enter the theater, you are now part of the dead. And you have to watch these films that take place within the theater, which is just the anthology stories within those books. It's a really cool concept.
Yeah. And a lot of smut, a lot of boobies.
Oh, yeah.
A lot of gore. It's got it all.
This seems like it was written to be like a Netflix TV series.
Maybe HBO. Like it's up there with
like it needs to be given that like
it's like up there with Tales of the Crypt.
Yes, 100%.
That's on HBO, isn't it? Like this is definitely like an HBO or one of those series that's like it's not for main TV. Definitely.
Yeah.
Good.
Netflix goes soft on that kind of stuff these days.
And then of course our buddy Ben Soto.
Hell yeah, Cephas. How's Cephas doing?
It's doing good, man. I've actually seen him starting to send things out, so he's fulfilling the book as we speak. This is not just a campaign now. This is a storefront basically. He is now fulfilling the books.
Nice.
And I highly recommend it.
I love that. I like that Fund My Comic is doing that. Like you don't go in demand. You actually can start fulfilling books and still make some money to help, fulfill books.
Yeah.
And all that.
Especially this is a prime example of that. Like, let this dude keep making a little bit of money and let him like get to work and start putting it out. Ben,
yeah, good
job,
man. Keep going. That's one of the cool things too, because one of the problems that I've seen is like, oh man, I missed out on that comic book that they had last year that everyone was talking about. Where do I get it? Well, you got to go. One of the selling points that we've had for years is, well, the secondary market. You can upsell. That's why it's good for the backers because you can upsell it on eBay. Okay, but if you're not Ethan Van Sciver, if you're not one of the big guys that have that ability, something like this would be perfect because you have a lot of extra copies in your print run, or maybe not a lot, but you have some extra copies, and this is a good way to get rid of them, to sell them. Maybe even add the other back issues in a storefront. We need a storefront for people to be able to sell their books that they have. Conventions are great, but if I'm sending people our way and saying, hey, you got to go check this out, it's nice to have a place where people can actually go buy the comic books that have already been made.
And then, of course, our buddy Aaron C. over there with Chris Fisk, Immortal Rising issue 3 is getting ready to launch.
Oh, that's cool. Immortal Rising 3. The other two, I actually have the other one over here. That's the manga one, right?
Yeah.
Did he decide whether he's going to keep
doing
this
mangas? Isn't the manga one. This is different. This is
what was the manga one?
The other one. Oh, wait a minute. This is Immortal Rising. Yeah.
This is the one where he couldn't decide whether he wanted to do comic book or manga, so he did both versions. And then I guess the comic book version won or the manga version won. Because he said he's going to move forward with whatever sells more.
He's getting ready to launch issue 3 on Fund My Comic. Keep your eyes open for this one. It's a pretty cool story.
Yeah, that looks good. The artwork.
I just enjoy the art. Awesome. I think the art's awesome.
Yeah.
The manga was a lot of fun to read, by the way. I let my kids read that stuff, and they actually read it.
Still have extra copies of the manga. If anybody missed out, I can send them their way. You just got to hit me up.
That's another thing. As a community,
better be a subscriber.
We've got to get
doing that. You're going to hit him up. You better be subscribed.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Yeah,
we've got to do a thing where we can like rotate books. Let's say I have a whole bunch of books. I know it might hurt sales to like 1 or 2 sales, but
see,
what if
Mo
we
Biggs
all
is
right?
Right. Mo Biggs is right. You're thinking Chris Fisk, who did Infanatale Chronicles. This is Immortal Rising. This is
Aaron.
Aaron.
Right. Yeah, nope, you're right. You nailed it. It's in Fanatale Chronicles or whatever.
But
Fanatales.
On that note, I did
Which I have
back
right here
the
next
big
to me
box from Chris Fisk. And I do have a few
Ooh,
more
that's
books.
a nice box.
Hell yeah.
So I've got 3 more books to hand out.
That's the one right there. Yeah, that's the one.
I got 3 of them to hand out. If anybody's looking to grab one. Oh, gotta hold it that way. There you go. Really fun book if you guys want to check it out.
We should start like a indie book club where we can like you send one copy of the book around, and you send a book, you get a book.
I've got 2 more copies of issue 3's preview. So this is preview of issue 3 book. And it's still decent size for being a preview. That's pretty crazy.
What tier did you back?
I backed the big boy tier.
So they send multiple copies of the same book?
Oh yeah.
That's weird.
Well,
it's not like a retailer tier. Like they have retailer tiers where you get like multiple
bookmarks
copies.
in this thing. I got a lot of shit with this thing.
That's a badass box, don't get me wrong. Usually the boxes encompass multiple products, like every product that they've made, not multiples of the same
like
product.
A variety.
Yeah, that's like a retailer tier or something. But hell yeah, dude, it's awesome that you got it. You should sell that shit or say, hey, you back my book and I'll send you a copy of their book. So you might go check their stuff out next.
That's an idea too. Let's see. Chris made the manga version cheaper, threw it in an extra book free with that version, and the Western version still won. See, that's why I went with the manga version, because I wanted something that would be more unique and rare.
It makes sense though. We're comic book readers. Like some of us like manga and everything and anime, but that's not why we're here. We're all here because we read comic books and then like to talk about manga. And I like to go into chats and tell everybody what mangas that they love the most, how horrible they are. And if they were to know if they knew anything at all, then they would know that. And they should feel ashamed of themselves for liking it in the first place.
Shoot.
And I'm talking about Berserk, by the way, when I go into FFS chat.
Oh, I hear that.
I stopped harassing them with that shit. If you ever want to have fun, go to any chat in any comic book thing and just say, Berserk is overrated. And they'll fucking go, like, it's like kicking a bee's nest.
They go berserk.
They go berserk. It's fucking hilarious.
And of course, last but not least, don't forget to go sign up for Brother Kit Prospect.
By
yours truly.
Over on Indiegogo.
Over on Indiegogo.
Oh, Brother
Link
Kit
in the
Prospect.
description down below.
Sign up now, Indiegogo.
Oh yeah, I better do that.
Yeah, get that link in there.
Got to get my link in there. But yeah, go check out Brother Kit, man. We're putting a big old twist spin on the Brer Rabbit stories that took place. And as you can see, I actually read the fucking stories. So this is the whole collection of the old Brer Rabbit tales. And what I'm doing is I'm putting a new cyberpunk twist on it in modern day Atlanta, Georgia. So go check it out, man. It's going to be a fun one.
It's a cool idea. You got awesome artwork, including this piece right here by Elliot Rodriguez. He's been fucking killing it on both YouTube and on Twitter right now. He's a good. We're all like he's another one to look out at, to watch right now. I love Elliot's artwork. It's good stuff.
He's doing great. He
So,
keeps
that's cool
he keeps leveling up every time he hits pen to paper.
Mm-hmm. Is Jake going to do blackface to promote this book?
Absolutely not.
I thought that was a thing.
Now, hold on a minute, Jake. Now, hold on. Don't jump to. Don't just say no right off the bat.
I look like
it worked for Robert Downey Jr.?
You are making a book for the urban youth. You know, Brother Kit. He's a brother from another mother.
I'm just saying.
Maybe you should.
Maybe.
Just don't count it out.
Just yeah, exactly. Just don't count
You got
it
any
out.
tips? You got any tips?
Hey yo, you want DC Comics? I got a DC comic in here somewhere. Hold on, let me check
What do you
my
read,
underwear.
DC Comics? But yeah, hit it up, man. We got 25 pages already colored and inked. They're ready and good to go. This is going to be over 65 pages of story. And it all has to do with Devin joining the Warren, teaming up with Sister V and Brother Atlas, and trying to figure out what the hell's going on at this research facility that has to do with not only these little gadgets here, but with some aliens, some cybernetic robots, and a whole lot of action.
Hell yeah.
Love
Sign up
could
now and
not
get your
fit.
notifications for when this book launches on Indiegogo. You can get yours
exactly.
then. It's
We're
gonna
actually not
fucking
that
be the
far
new
away.
thing.
We're not that far away from 100 signups now. So get in there, because when we
gotta
hit
get
100
the word
signups,
out.
we are going to launch.
Spread the word, get the word out so we can launch this book.
Fizz heard Uncle ream us. Almost back the book. Holy shit. I'm so glad I haven't seen that guy around. Do you guys know about Fizz?
I do not.
All right, tell us about Fizz.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
This guy is the